So this is an Eride Pro SS 2.0. Arguably the best bike in its range, besides the 3.0. Starting first, tire wear. I've put roughly 800 miles in this thing, and never once have I changed the tires, as you can clearly tell. I've done a couple burnouts, but I haven't like pinned it on the limiter while I do it. So, front to back, first things first. I lost the front pinch bolt for a while until I found it randomly in my garage. Front fender cracked while I was riding it through a trail. Brakes gave out, which we'll get into later. Yeah, taped it up, glued it back together. Should be fine. If you move it back here, you realize I don't have a front brake sensor, but I do have a rear, because I had to replace the entire front brake assembly. In the old one, this screw was completely stripped and I couldn't bleed the brakes. And Eride doesn't just sell this like little part here. So I just said, you know what, I'll just buy the whole new thing. And that was about $100. There should be a little thing in the top left corner showing you how much we're at. Keep in mind, I'm an idiot, so probably not gonna end up spending that much.
Didn't you crack the screen one time?
The screen's never been cracked, surprisingly. Everybody says it's fried, that thing is taking a beating. So continuing back, front brake, the damage that has been done to that front brake is not too bad. Brake line snapped when I slid out in the mud. And like I said, that screw got stripped while I was trying to bleed it. When it comes to here, I did get window or rear view mirrors that broke, so I took them off. Haven't taken the bracket off yet. Grips, completely gone. I don't know exactly how much they are, but these are pretty cheap grips, so they'll probably be like $10. Moving back, my wires aren't broken, but they are kind of messed up. Pretty sure that these wires are $80 if I want. Everything else listed if I wanted to replace them instead of just keeping it together until it ultimately breaks and I do have to replace it. I'm not going to count like little scuff marks because that's going to happen no matter what. And nobody's going to replace something over a scuff mark. But I am going to count the grips because these grips have complete holes through them. And rear tire, again, that's going to be about $60 if you wanted to get a new one. Overall components of the bike, nothing too bad has been broken. Once I was replacing this tire because it did pop, so I had to pop it out, replace the tube. I attached this here's a little triangle and it latches into the actual swing arm, that way this thing can't move. And I forgot to latch it in and it swung back, caught the brake line. I had to replace that, and I bought like 4 brake lines and it just would not work. I'm only going to count one of them, which was about $25-ish, how much I paid for it. New brake pads, those costed me about $30 each. I've replaced them both. I'm going to say I spent $15 on a chain lube because, well, that's just necessary. Moving on to the rear fender. This seat is not my seat. I own 2 of these bikes. I was out on the other one and I was hitting wheelies and I flipped back on it and I just didn't grab my brake in time. So I went back, rear fender, gone. Seat was a little torn. I did like re-staple it there. That way it wouldn't like look that bad. I just pulled it back and stapled it in there. Probably not the best way to do that, but it's the way I did it. Looks fine, as long as you're not looking too deep into it.
Redneck fixing.
Redneck fixing. A lot of this is redneck fixing. There's electrical tape on my main wires.